Hello, family. Today I'm talking about how to chase aesthetics in the most healthy way possible. This is important because actually I want to start with a little bit of my story in terms of why am I motivated right now to speak about this and to make people more conscious of how they seek and chase aesthetics in general. Because if you actually immerse yourself in the bodybuilding and the fitness space, it is really easy to get caught up in the structure of mind of this collective consciousness. What do I mean? Body dysmorphia, eating disorders are like a byproduct of you following like extreme structures of nutrition and workout schedules for you to achieve certain goals in terms of body fat, body composition in general. So, what I want to speak about is the importance of following your inner guidance and understand when it is enough for you. For example, when your body is telling you and is sending you signals of satiation and cravings, or which is ghrelin and leptin, that balance of hormones that dictate how hungry you are and how much you think about food throughout the day and stuff. So you need to be conscientious of how your body is speaking to you when you are seeking the fitness goals. So that's a fragment of it. But the point that I want to make and why am I so passionate about talking of chasing aesthetics, but in a conscious and in a sustainable way, is for you to not suffer what I suffered. Because I suffered a lot from depression, insomnia, a lot of body dysmorphia, eating disorders, and stuff like bulimia, binge eating disorder. So I don't want you to go through what I did for you to understand and to understand it the wrong way, like through pain, not by insight. What I want to give you right now is the insight for you to start acting in a conscious way and to start chasing aesthetics in a way that is sustainable and healthy, actually. Like you chasing aesthetics, probably it is just the process of health optimization, and aesthetics will come as a byproduct. So the point that I want to make is, yeah, chasing aesthetics, it's a thing. You can actually structure the workouts and your lifestyle around being more aesthetic, but the point is that you can only do it to a level that your body is comfy at, and that's dictated by genetics mostly, and basically context, but mostly by genetics. Like 95% of it is genetics, because even if I want to lower my body fat a little bit more, it will take me a lot of effort, and actually I might hurt my health in the process. So for you, you need to understand where is your healthy balance between health and aesthetics, because there is a healthy balance. Because you can become aesthetic as fuck if you just lower your body fat infinitely, close to your less than your set point. Let's say that for men, 5 to 10%, and for women 15 to 19%. If you get to those zones of body fat, you will actually start suffering a lot, from cravings, depression, insomnia, anxiety, all these signals that are sending your body to your brain of, hey, we are not safe, we need to actually have a little bit more fat in our system for us to feel safe. So it is important that we understand that, and probably in the process our bodies will tell us like, okay, we are reaching the limit, we need to remain at this body fat to stay healthy. Therefore, don't keep going in terms of the deficit and stuff. So it will increase the ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, and it will start sending signals of fatigue for you to rest and to not move as much, to eat more. So more cravings, more psychological cravings too, because everything is connected. So basically, the point that I want to make is the point that I want to make in general is just make sure that you listen to your body throughout all the process, and you do this by resting when your body actually needs rest. You do this by not overtraining. How do you know that you're overtraining? You're basically feeling like shit and your joints are achy and you have headaches, fatigue. So it's signals that your body are sending to your brain when you are actually overtraining, and you're not actually overtraining is not a term, it's under recovering, because you can train as much as you can, and as much as you want, but if you actually recover from it, is there's no such a thing as overtraining. It's under recovering. So under recovering because of excessive amounts of cardio and weightlifting and stuff, especially on the nervous system, is really harsh. And in terms of the hormonal balance, if you keep lowering your body fat and you remain in the deficit for such a long time, you might hurt yourself and you might enter like a hormonal imbalance within yourself. So that's really important. So nervous system health, hormonal health, and physiological health in general, it is really important to take into consideration when you're chasing aesthetics in a conscious way. So let's go through the pillars that I would say are important in terms of how to chase aesthetics in a really conscious way. And the main ones are like all around recovery. So if you are not recover properly, it is hard for you to see good aesthetics gains. Basically, aesthetics is a combination of symmetry, high amounts of muscle, and low amounts of body fat. But aesthetics is a term that is subjective for the observer. So basically, if you feel aesthetic in your body right now, that means that, of course, you're good, and you don't need to follow any standards outside of your own standard for to feel enough. So that's good. That's a clarification that I wanted to make before I start talking about the pillars. But basically, the pillars are recovery. So you need to recover. So make sure that you are hydrating yourself properly, enough minerals, enough salt in your diet in general. You don't need to add salt to your water. You just need to have enough salt throughout your day with meals. Basically, minerals, hydration, rest. That means rest before you need to rest. Is like knowing your body so much that, oh, maybe I should take a rest day today. Even though I think that I can push it to today in the gym, maybe what I need is a rest day, and tomorrow I can push it even harder. So basically, it is rest before you need to rest, hydration, sleep correctly, have a structured circadian rhythm, and wake up at the same time every day, go to sleep at the same time every day. Make sure that you support your sleep maybe with a magnesium glycinate or theotronate, and some like herbs like passiflora, chamomile, tilo, basically ashwagandha, rhodiola rosea. So basically, those are the main tips around sleep. Then you need to structure the volume for your workouts. So if you think that if you enjoy training 6 times a week, yes, you can do it in a natural way, but you need to be really conscious about how much are you training and at what intensity. So basically, it's like frequency, intensity, and consistency. So basically, what you want to do with your training is allow yourself to recover basically. So if you're training 6 times a week, you need to structure those workouts in a way that the muscle groups are not interfering with each other, and you're giving them enough time between sessions to recover. That's the main tip. And the duration and intensity. So you don't want to spend 3 hours in the gym. You don't want to do all the sets to failure and all the way to RMs every day. You want to be conscientious of how you're structuring your workouts in a way that they are allowing you to progress in weight in terms of the progressive overload in the gym, and also to recover correctly from each workout. So you are as good as your recovery, basically. That's the whole point. In terms of aesthetics, okay, you need a component of a calorie deficit if you want to drop body fat, because when you drop body fat, you actually see the muscles better, and this is called aesthetics for some people. So the more you can see the fibers and stuff, like the more aesthetic you look. Maybe not no. Let me retract what I just said. Maybe not looking at the fibers, because that's a little bit too low in body fat. So maybe just having like seeing the tone of the muscles and stuff, like that people notice that you actually lift and you go to the gym and you take care of yourself. Maybe you don't need to have like competitive levels of body fat, but you need to have like a decent body fat level and in harmony with your body. So basically, if you want to achieve that, the component of nutrition is really important. That means that you need to make sure that your nutrition is in a slight calorie deficit. And let me rephrase that: you are in a deficit that is not harsh on your body, basically. Because if you're in a really big deficit, calorie deficit means that you're eating less than you actually burn in a day. Therefore, your body actually uses like the fat resources to create energy, ATP from fat, for you to survive. So that's how you lose fat, by being in a calorie deficit. Make sure that the density of nutrients in your diet is amazing and the amount of the deficit is not high. I would recommend that if you maintain your body weight with 2,500 calories, that the deficit is no more than 300 to 400 calories a day, and rinse back and repeat with diet breaks and with refeeds here and there, and make it sustainable, make it flexible. And the density of the diet has to be right, because if you're depriving your body of calories, at least you need to make sure that you're having enough nutrients, micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, fiber, protein in general. So that's the main aspect about nutrition. You need to make sure that you're giving your body enough minerals, protein, fiber, for you to be healthy in this structure where you are diminishing the amount of calories that you are consuming in a daily basis, for your body to actually thrive in, even though you are in a deficit. So this is really important. So that's the aspect of nutrition. And then the aspect of stress management, meditation and stuff is really important, because you need to actually meditate a lot to understand where you are going and why you are seeking that, where your motivations are being born. You don't need to be motivated outside of yourself. You need to be inner driven. You need to be following your soul's purpose. And in this way, what I mean is that you don't need to look like a bodybuilder to execute on your purpose in life. So that's the main goal. That you understand that probably the goals of the fitness industry and the bodybuilding world are not yours. And comparing yourself to other people's physique is not the most conducive to mental health. So that's the aspect of mental health in chasing aesthetics in a conscious way. It's like, okay, you need to be conscious that your goals are coming from yourself, from within, for you to feel amazing and to feel healthy and to actually be healthy and to look good, because looking good is a byproduct of being amazingly healthy. So make sure that those motivations are coming from within, and you actually are doing it from a place of self-love, and you actually want to improve your life in all areas, not just aesthetics, because often when you just chase aesthetics in an unconscious way, you're overtraining, you're undersleeping, you're undereating chronically, you're depriving your body of nutrients, essential nutrients, you're abusing caffeine most of the time to numb your appetite. So this is the bad way to chase aesthetics. The good way is to be conscientious of your volume in your workouts, to prioritize rest. You are as good as your recovery. Make sure that you are having enough density of nutrients, protein, and fiber and healthy fats in your diet. Make sure that the deficit is manageable. That means that you are not in 1,000 calorie deficit each day just because you want to get there faster, but you actually enjoy the process and you want to become healthy as the main goal. And the second goal would be aesthetics. And it's super easy, because the aesthetic part of it is just to be in a slight calorie deficit if you need to actually lose some body fat, or if you have to gain some muscle. You don't need to overeat by 1,000 calories, because oh, you need to eat more to get big. That's true in a way, but you don't need to eat 1,000 or 500 calories more. Most of the time you need like 30 to 70 extra calories extra, just to progress in the gym, progressive overload, and to become stronger over time and stuff. So make sure that you chase the muscle building stuff in a conscious way. You chase the fat loss structure in a really smart way, and you prioritize your health in the process. That's the message of today. If you need support, just hit me up with DM. To summarize the structure of the video today, and the pillars are like recovery, nutrition, which is part of recovery, but is another like pillar by itself. So basically recovery, nutrition, rest, meditation, and mindset. That's basically what you need. And make sure that the density of nutrients is right in your diet. You are hydrating yourself properly. You're resting enough. You're recovering properly between sessions, and you know your why. And your why must come from within, not without comparing yourself with outside forces. So if you want help in this process of becoming the best version of yourselves in terms of aesthetics and also fitness in general and also health, and you make like the triangle of the three, fitness, aesthetics, and health, as one, as who you are, make sure to hit me up with the DM, and I would love to talk and understand where you are at, for me to be able to understand what do you need in your process and stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and to like the video, to share it with a friend. And if you have any ideas of further videos that you would like me to talk about, just hit me up in the DMs or in the comments. Thank you, and see you in the next week video.